Hey guys, it's Kate, and I hope you're having a great day. So, I wanted to do kind of a quick little fun, intuitive art, but I have my big paper separated into 8 smaller paintings. So, when I get finished with this, and I'm going to work on it pretty quickly and just really kind of go wild with some colors. And then I will cut this and we'll be able to see what we made together. So I've got my little styrofoam plate here and I broke out some inks today and I got this giant Posca marker. This tip is like nobody's business. Look at that thing. So we're going to have some fun today with a couple of little goodies. So first, I am going to break out my Fineliner and I am just going to kind of do a flowy line and we'll see where this takes us. And I'm just going to go right here. And I think doing 8 at a time, we won't have to be precious about what we're doing, where we're going, and they might all even be cohesive. We'll see. So I'm just kind of going around here doing some mark making, and I'm not even lifting the pen from the paper. I have gesso on this paper, by the way, so you can work on sketch paper, watercolor paper, mixed media, anything you like. And I'm just going to kind of meander on through here with my mark making. And this is a very fine liner. And maybe I'll do a little thread over here, almost like we're dragging a thread right through the paper. And I'm just kind of being random with my marks. And I have not very much over here, and my line kind of got a slow start, so I'm just going to add a little bit more there and go over this little area again. Okay. Now, let's have some fun with some color. I have this Amsterdam burnt sienna. We're going to start with that. It's a nice kind of reddish brown color. And I'm going to put some out here on my plate. Just a little bit because it's ink. It goes a long way. And I'm going to get my brush nice and wet and give it a little blot on my paper towel here. And I'm going to dip into this ink. And I'm going to go right in, right just like this. And I'm not paying attention too much where I'm going. I just want to get some color on this paper. And I'm going to try to alternate my directions. Maybe I'll put some lines there like that. And how about we go like that here and do a couple of dots. I need a little bit more ink. All right, that should be good. I'm actually going to take some up back here too because it's pretty thick in that corner. I'm going to get just a touch more water. I love this brown color. It's beautiful. That looks like an A. Okay. This is pretty fun, actually. Just kind of going through. It's like you have 8 little paintings. I have a little bit of ink left over. So I am going to just add the last couple of little dollops of this just so none goes to waste. All right. This is Crafter's Square from Dollar Tree, actually. And I'm going to kind of come in here and do some mark making. It is supposed to be a metallic marker, but it's not very glittery, although it is very pigmented and opaque. So I really love using it. And I'm just going to kind of come through here, maybe make some circles and some marks there. And maybe we come in here, maybe we make some solid ones here. And don't forget the corners. I'm going to put a little one here. Why not, right? And maybe a few little dots coming that way. And let's do a couple of stripes here over that ink. See how opaque this is? It colors in really nicely. What if we link these up? How about like that? Nice. Okay. And I'm gonna follow this pen line over here and make kind of an organic shape. Just like that. And maybe we fill this one in down here. And maybe what do we think of that? Just having some fun with our shapes, not thinking about anything, just seeing if we can get some interesting marks. Just like that. I'm just coloring in this line real quick. I want to try to make this a shorter video because you know what? Sometimes we only have 10 minutes to do something creative. And so why not practice with maybe a timer or something? It's actually getting kind of close to my bedtime. So this is a great way to just loosen up, have some fun with ink and marks and lines, and just see where it takes us. And I'm going to put one down here. I think that looks cool. Okay, that's enough for this marker. Let's grab something else. You know what? Let's do some more ink. I am going to grab this teal. This is Dr. P.H. Martin's Bombay ink. I'm going to grab a little bit here. And I think this teal is really strong. And I'm going to grab my other brush. It is one of my favorite filberts. It's a nice kind of soft brush, which I think will leave a nice mark. So I've got it dipped in my water and blotted. So I'm going to add some of that beautiful color, and look at that. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, I love that color. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to stop. And look how it goes over that marker too. Oh, that is beautiful. Okay, let's do some lines here. Why not, right? Oh, that's lovely, lovely, lovely. let's do a big circle. Coming right out. And let me add a little bit of water to this. Add another circle over here. Just like that. And maybe a little mark there. Why not, right? Okay. Let's come down just like this. And maybe on this one, we just add a line coming down. And maybe over across the top. And maybe a line right there. Like that. And how about right here inside of this? And it's not going to be perfect, but that is totally okay. We're just playing and having some fun. Actually, maybe this one we can purposely make not perfect. Just like that. And let's go over that. Yes. Okay, now I'm just going to grab the last little bit I have here, and we'll let that be a little bit of a dry brush, perhaps. And I'll come right here across the top and down the side. All right, let me rinse my brush out very well. It almost looks a little bit like watercolor down here toward the bottom. Okay, time to get fun with some black. I broke out my fine tipped painter's marker, and I'm going to put in just some little marks on here. Maybe I'll follow along with this blue, and maybe I'll add in a couple little circles here. Just like that. And then maybe some little lines here. And what about just like that? And what if we make a big line here? Just for fun. And it's almost like a diagonal ladder. Why not, right? And we could make another one coming out over here. Just like that. And then maybe about some little mountains? This is a very line heavy drawing right here. Let's do some curves like that. And then we could color some in, coming up the center here. Like that. And let's follow along with this meandering line. Why not? And we'll have that line going through. And why not here? Just like that. I'm going to prime my marker a little bit and do a couple of center circles here and here. And how about one right there? Let's break out the big Bertha PCA. I primed it off camera, and this thing is a beast. I mean, like, it's, you know, you got a fistful of marker, and when you shake it, it is just filled with fluid. So let's just have some fun here. Why not? And that leaves such a strong black mark. Oh my goodness, it's kind of cool. Let's do that. Let's come in here and do one of those. Let's do the same over here and just kind of follow our ladder. And maybe on this one, we can put some kind of solid black lines. How's that? And a diagonal. And how about we do another diagonal that way? And a little block. And maybe here, we do one right there in the corner. And how about one right there? Yes. And that. And let's do some of these little puppies. Like that. I think we have ourselves a pretty good variety going on, right? Now, you know what we need is some white. And I just so happen to have some. And it's this white India ink. So let's jump in with this. And I'm going to go straight in with my little applicator. Just like that. I like that. And maybe a little up here. All right, let's go in with our brush on a couple of these. And I'm just going to moisten it and blot it pretty good. And I'm just going to spread a little bit. And I'm going to blot some of this black off that's coming because I don't want to get it all muddy. I just want to spread just a little bit of it. Just like that. And it's kind of cool because some of it is turning a little bit gray, but it's very light. But I'm going to get some of this contrast here over this black. Like that. And there's not a lot over here. Beautiful. Okay, some of my white ink is still wet, but my black marker is dry now. So I broke out my emerald green Posca marker, but it actually pretty closely matches that teal, and it is an opaque color. So I'm going to go over some of this black and make some marks. And it shows up really nicely on everything. So I'm going to just come in and add some little marks to kind of bring some of this stuff together and break up a little bit of that black. And it also shows up beautifully over this burnt sienna. And I think it goes really nicely with all the colors. So I am going to come in with some dots, some dashes, some lines, and I'm just going to kind of avoid some of this white that is wet still. But some of it I think I can still go over. And I'm going to add a couple of these bigger turquoise dots there. Maybe come down right through here, just like that. And let's do some little dashes here, just around this edge, almost like little hash marks or something. And we'll do some right down here too. And how about we add a little wavy line, just like that. And I'll color this one in, because why not? And this is so fun. I'm really excited to see what these look like when all the tape is taken off. I think they're going to be really neat. And so I'll color these in up here, and we'll call that good. Okay, let's start going in here. Why don't we do a couple of big ones? Yeah? And maybe we fill in these here like that. Fill in that circle there. And we can fill in one right up here. We don't have to have a lot of marks. I just like having some on here. And maybe we have some going in different directions too. Almost like maybe some pluses, some different angles. And how about for this one, we just follow it right down. Just like that. And we'll outline these. Not being careful about the lines, just so that we have our squares or rectangles outlined. I like that. And I think that's all of them. Awesome. I say we grab my other filbert brush and go in with some of this Amsterdam light rose. And so I'm going to put my plate to the side a little bit. And I'm going to get some of this right on it. And so this light rose color is an opaque color, so it will probably cover up some of these things. I'm going to blot my brush pretty well. And why don't we start over here? And I'm just going to do a little shape like that. And maybe come right in here and do another one. And just take some of this to the background. Just like that. And why don't we do something like that over here? And how about right along here? What do you think? I really like this rose color. It's pretty fantastic. And then I'm going to come through here. And maybe right down like that. And like that. And why don't we just not worry about things over here? We don't have to stay in any lines. But I love that contrast. And this pink really is nice. Let's put a little bit there. Why not? know what? We'll just color in that corner. All right. These layers are pretty nice. And then last but not least, what do we think? So I am going to squirt a few little drops out onto my plate. And this gold ink is awesome. And I just happened to spy a couple little things here that I can use to stamp some nice little gold circles. So what I'm going to do is just dip right into this. And it's kind of leaving like a bubble almost, if you can see that. I wonder what that'll look like on the paper. Oh, that's like a perfect circle. It's like, oh, I love that. Oh, yes. And that's like a total accident. Let's do one there. My cat just jumped up here. Scampy, you can't play in the paint. Sorry, girl. Let's do one right there. No, girl. She's like right off camera. Scampy, come on. Come on. Come on, this way. Time to get down. Thank you. All right. You never know when you're going to get a surprise visitor. I love these little circles. And it's like a complete accident. I don't know how it even happened, but I'm glad it did. It's almost like just forming this perfect little bubble pocket. Now, when it pops, some of these aren't great, perfect circles of ink, but that's okay, because it's really looking cool. Oh, I mean, I'm not sure anybody can have too much gold. It's just not possible. I really am in love. some more ink. What an awesome accident. Oh. Okay, let's try it with my little thing of tape. Okay, got that to the side. I need just a little bit more of this ink. And I'm going to put a couple of larger circles on there with this. This is just, the tape is actually out now. So I'm going to start with kind of a half circle. That looks great too. All right, let's see about right here. And maybe over here. And how about right there? I'm just kind of rotating it a bit. I like that. Okay. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, if I don't stop, it's going to be gold just all over the whole thing. So I'm going to let this dry and come right back. Okay, we're still a little wet, but I can't wait anymore. I have to take the tape off, and then I might actually hit it with my hair dryer and then cut it and show you. So let's do the official unveiling of the tape and our paintings that we did together. And I hope you joined along with me with supplies you have on hand, whatever that might be. And I am loving these. They're so fun. Okay, let's take these off. I'm just trying to go slow because I don't want to tear anything. I'm just kind of moving the tape straight backwards, slowly. And you can see it all getting uncovered. 8 little paintings. And they're all beautiful, if I do say so myself. But I'm sure I'll be able to pick out a favorite. And I'd be curious to know if you have a favorite once we get them all up and cut out. All right, we're getting there. I've got just a little bit of tear there, but I think that can be fixed with a little bit of paint or marks or something. Okay, 2 more to go. Oh, I love these. Those crisp edges that come out. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me go finish drying this and get it cut, and I will be right back. I have cut these. They're a little bit wavy still because I did sketch paper with gesso, but what I'll do is I will put some books on top of these to keep them flat, and then they will be good enough to frame if we want to. But I want to show you these up close. Look how wonderful they came out. I love them so much, and they were just fun to do. They were fairly quick. I don't know which way is going to be up yet. This one, I actually kind of like this way. I think this one might be upside down from the way I painted it, but I love the marks. I love that gold. Look at that sparkle. It's just incredible. And the mark making, they all go together. They're all using the same kind of color scheme. And there's that shine. I just love it. I love that thick black marker. I love the inks. I love the swirly look over here. And that rose pink Amsterdam ink that kind of knocks back some of that other heavy color. And they're all very unique. And if I wanted to, I could enlarge one of these. Like if this one was my favorite, which I like it a lot actually, I could just redo this on a bigger background. And so, I mean, there's really, sky's the limit here. I think I might really like this one. I just love the sort of organic shape that the white made, and it almost looks 3D. And gosh, I just don't know which one my favorite is. What about you? And then there's that turquoise. It says emerald green, but honestly, that doesn't look like emerald green to me. That's more of a teal. Emerald green is green. But this almost perfectly matches that teal ink. So I hope you enjoyed doing this with me today, and hopefully you joined along. But I mean, we made 8 small paintings. You can frame these, you can scan them in at a high DPI, make them a larger artwork. You can take a favorite part and redo it for something big. But these are so interesting, and they're wonderful little abstracts. You can even put them on greeting cards if you want to. These are just such good exercises to do, and they're so much fun. You can do any kind of craft supplies, art supplies you have on hand. Just go wild. I kind of chose inks and I chose thin layers because I have these inks and I don't pull them out enough, and they're so much fun to work with, and they have that nice transparency. And I mean, if I have like a lunch tray like this big with inks. That's never in my videos because I don't know, I'm stupid or something. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video today as much as I enjoyed making it. I always try to do fast ones. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I made another long video, but I always have so much fun, and I love showing you this and, you know, hearing your feedback. So anyway, you take care and have a wonderful day. And until we meet again, you know, you got to keep creating. And maybe with some inks if you have them hiding in the back of your drawer somewhere like I do. Have a great day, guys, and thanks for watching.